By connecting Azure Boards with GitHub repositories, you enable linking commits, pull requests, and issues to work items. You can still use GitHub for your software development processes while planning and managing your work with Azure Boards. And today we will see how we can achieve that. This is the 3 Minutes Friday. Hi everybody, welcome back to CoderDave and welcome to a new episode of the 3 Minutes series. In each episode, I try and explain a concept or showcase a product or service or yet teach you something, and all in just 3 minutes. Short videos, big value, hopefully. Before we start, take a minute to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and if you want to learn about DevOps, especially with Azure DevOps and GitHub. Just click on the subscribe button below right now and turn on the notifications so you will not miss any new video. Today we will see how we can integrate Azure Boards and GitHub. Doing so, you will be able to work on your code using the top-notch features that GitHub has, while planning and managing your work using Azure Boards, which, to be fair, is much more mature and feature-rich than the GitHub Projects boards. And also we will see in few examples what we can achieve with them. But let's start the clock and get into it. To connect Azure Boards and GitHub, you have two options. Doing it from within Azure Boards or installing the Azure Boards app in GitHub. Let's start with connecting from Azure Boards to GitHub. To do so, just go to the settings and select over here the GitHub connections. Now you can connect using your GitHub account, using a personal access token, or connect to a GitHub Enterprise server. For this demo, I will use the account. When you click on that, you will be asked which organization you want to connect. And then to select the organization you want to connect to Azure Boards for this specific project. Next step is to select the repo or repos I want to connect with this Azure Board. I've created one just for this example and is connect from Azure Board. As you can see, and as I said, you can connect multiple repos, and this allows you to orchestrate your work across repos with only one Azure Board. You have to review what Azure Boards does on your GitHub, and you can also review the repos access you want to grant to this app. Let's approve, and we're done. Let's see now how we can do the opposite, connecting from GitHub to Azure Boards. To do so, I will open the marketplace and search for Azure Boards. Here we go. Let's set up a new plan. Install it for free and begin installation. We have the same screen we've seen before, in which we have the explanation and the review of the permission. And this time, let's add the other repo, connect to Azure Boards, and let's save. And here, it asks me to select the organization I want to use in Azure DevOps and the project I want to connect. In this case, I already have a project that I set up and is board from GitHub. And I click continue. And since I have multiple repos connected on GitHub to the Azure Boards app, I have the opportunity here to select which one I want to connect with this specific Azure board. In this case, it's this one. So I click save, and now everything is connected. Now that we have the two platforms connected, let's see what we can achieve with them. But before continuing, just hit on the like button below if you think this video provides value to you or you find it insightful. First thing I want to do is creating a badge to show on my repo what the status on Azure Boards is. You just go on the settings in your board and you go down to status badge. Since this is going to be on GitHub, we need to allow anonymous access for this badge. And we can also include all the columns, so we have an overall view of the status of our board. We can grab the markdown, go to GitHub, maybe edit the README and add the badge over here. Let's save, and here we go. Finally, let's see how we can track issues, commits, and PRs into the work items of Azure Boards. I have a task assigned to me to update the content of the new file on this project. So first of all, let's move this to in progress so I can take care of it. I've already cloned the repo in VS Code. Now let's add something to this file. I think this is appropriate. Let's save and let's commit. Before we commit though, let's go back to Azure Board and take note of the ID. This is the task 462. I want to connect that task to this commit. So what I would do is using something like closes AB pound 462. The AB pound notation is similar to the just pound ID, which will normally connect an issue on GitHub, for example, to the commit. But in this case, we are telling GitHub that this work item is actually in Azure Boards and therefore AB. Let's commit this and let's push it to the remote. Now that everything has been pushed, if we go back to Azure Board, we can see that this commit is being associated with this work item. And we even have a link over here to the commit itself. Let's make a pull request. Once again, if we go back to Azure Boards, we now see that even though the work item was already open, I also have here the link to the pull request. And let's go back in GitHub and merge the pull request. So now our code is integrated into the main branch. And once again, if we go back over here, we see that we have the original commit, the pull request, and the merge into master. And we also see that the pull request is closed, of course. And this is possible because we have enabled the integration between Azure Boards and GitHub, and we have used the AB pound notation over here. So this is what you can do with the integration between Azure Boards and GitHub. It's pretty cool, right? And we're done. Well, once again, I think it was more than 3 minutes, isn't it? I hope you don't mind. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about the integration between Azure Boards and GitHub? And if you use it, or if you don't use it, what do you use for managing your work? Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I see you in the next video here at CoderDave.